As a young mother, I've lived in Charlestown. I had moved here right the year before I had my first child, and we came here to Story Hour on Friday mornings. And Maureen, who's now the head librarian, was the children's librarian at that time. It is actually a big part of my life. It would be amazing if the library closed. It would be horrible. And it would also be horrible if they cut the hours. Because that's another thing they're talking about is like peering libraries. Like perhaps the Charlestown and the North End would share a staff. And they'd each be open 3 days a week. That would be bad too. Because then the people who use the library daily wouldn't be able to, so they would stop coming.
There is a story behind every branch. So we'll just put it together and we'll try to make the best decisions.
My son is now 34, so I've known Maureen for 32 years, and his name is Sam, and she still calls him Sammy. The library is the one place that people see their taxpayer money in a personal way.
I would have a hard time casting a vote to close 10 branches at the bottom of this recession, if it is the bottom, when our usage is surging. I just think that's a shock to the system.
It's the one place you can come if you're like people who are lonely or who don't have any feet, or some elderly people come here every day to read the newspaper. There are some kids who come here every day after school as a safe after-school alternative.
On the very top floor lived a pink fluffy poodle, Poodlina Pompadour. She wore on her head a pink mountain of hair, as light as a feather and mostly pink air. She's fancy, isn't she?
It's not just money. I think it's a matter of priorities too. Like the state has a huge budget. What do they spend their money on? You know.
And we can point fingers at the state. They cut our budget or they give us less money. But this is real. So we should not be pointing fingers. We should be yelling. Let's come up with some solutions.
If there is hours reduction, at least you have the hope of, getting it back at some point. If they close it, it'll never reopen. You know that. They'll sell the building or the building will just deteriorate.